Dating anxiety. Just hearing those words can send shivers down your spine, right? It's the fear, the overthinking, and that constant voice in your head saying, "What if I mess this up?" But what if I told you there's one game-changing tip that can not only calm your nerves, but actually help you enjoy the process? In the next few minutes, I'll share a strategy that's practical, easy to implement, and, most importantly, transformative. Now, if you've ever felt overwhelmed at the thought of putting yourself out there, know this: you're not alone. Millions of people experience the same thing. Whether it's the fear of rejection, not knowing what to say, or simply doubting yourself, dating anxiety is a common hurdle. But here's something most people don't realize: your anxiety can actually be managed, even transformed into confidence. Stick around, because I'm not just going to give you the generic, "be confident" advice. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple mindset shift that changes how you approach dating forever. You won't want to miss it. But before we dive into the solution, let's talk about why dating anxiety happens in the first place. Understanding this is the first step to overcoming it. But before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on life-changing tips like these. Why does dating anxiety happen? At its core, dating anxiety comes from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, and fear of failure. And it's not your fault. Our brains are wired to protect us from emotional pain, which means when you step into a situation where judgment is possible, like a date, your brain goes into overdrive. Think about it. Dating requires vulnerability. You're putting yourself out there, hoping to connect with someone, and that uncertainty can feel overwhelming. Your brain starts playing out worst-case scenarios. What if they don't like me? What if I say something awkward? What if I'm not good enough? But here's the thing: while these fears feel real, they're often exaggerated. The key is to recognize that your anxiety is a protective mechanism, not a predictor of reality. This realization alone can begin to shift your perspective. You're not alone. Here's something most people don't consider: your date is likely feeling the same way. Yes, even the most confident-looking person can feel nervous before or during a date. They're probably wondering, will they like me? Or, am I coming across well? This shared experience of nervousness can actually be comforting. Knowing that you're both in the same boat takes some of the pressure off. When you remind yourself that dating isn't a performance but a mutual exploration, the focus shifts from, "I need to impress them," to, "Let's see if we connect." And that's a much healthier mindset. Preparation is key, but let's get practical. One of the most effective ways to reduce dating anxiety is preparation. This doesn't mean scripting every word you'll say, but rather setting yourself up for success. First, choose a setting where you feel comfortable. If noisy bars or crowded clubs make you anxious, suggest a quieter place like a coffee shop or park. The environment plays a big role in how relaxed you feel. Second, think about a few topics you'd enjoy talking about. These can be light, open-ended questions like, "What's a hobby you've picked up recently?" or "What's the best meal you've ever had?" Having these in mind gives you a safety net and reduces the fear of awkward silences. Lastly, practice calming techniques before the date. Deep breathing, mindfulness, or even listening to a favorite song can help ground you and reduce anxiety. Identify your core fear, but preparation alone isn't enough if you don't address the root of your anxiety. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Is it rejection? Awkwardness? Or maybe it's the fear of getting too attached too quickly. Understanding your core fear is crucial because it allows you to tackle it head-on. For example, if you're afraid of rejection, remind yourself that rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's simply about compatibility. If your fear is about awkward moments, remember that everyone has them. In fact, they can even be endearing and make you more relatable. By identifying your fear, you take away some of its power. You can start to see it for what it is: a temporary feeling, not an unchangeable truth. The game-changing tip now. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. The game-changing tip that can transform your dating experience. Shift your focus from yourself to your date. That's it. Instead of worrying about how you're coming across, ask yourself, how can I make this person feel comfortable? This simple mindset shift does two powerful things. First, it reduces the spotlight on you, which naturally lowers your anxiety. Second, it creates a more relaxed atmosphere for your date. When you focus on making the other person feel at ease, you'll find that the connection flows more naturally. Think of it this way: dating isn't about performing or proving your worth. It's about creating a space where two people can be themselves. And when you take the pressure off yourself, you're free to be authentic, a quality that's incredibly attractive. Dealing with discomfort, but let's be real. Even with the best mindset, dating can still feel uncomfortable at times. And that's okay. The goal isn't to eliminate discomfort entirely, it's to make room for it without letting it control you. When anxious thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Say to yourself, "There's my anxiety again," and then redirect your focus to the present moment. Remember, you've overcome challenges before, and you can handle this, too. Don't give up after one barrier. Here's another crucial point. Don't let a single bad experience derail you. Maybe you go on a date that doesn't go well, or someone ghosts you. It happens. But one setback doesn't define your entire journey. Take breaks if you need them, but don't give up entirely. Dating, like anything else in life, takes resilience. It's about learning, growing, and staying open to new possibilities. Lean on other avenues of support. Lastly, remember that dating isn't your only source of connection. Build a support system through friendships, family, or community activities. When your emotional needs are met in other areas of your life, you'll approach dating with less pressure and more confidence. This balance not only makes you feel more secure but also prevents you from settling for less than you deserve. Let's recap. First, recognize that dating anxiety is normal and shared by many. Second, prepare yourself by choosing a comfortable setting, having a few topics in mind, and practicing calming techniques. Third, identify your core fear and address it directly. And finally, shift your focus outward. Make it about connection, not perfection. Dating is less about achieving a perfect outcome and more about showing up authentically. When you embrace this mindset, the pressure fades, and the possibility for genuine connection grows. So, are you ready to take that step? Commit to yourself that you'll face your dating anxiety, not as an obstacle but as an opportunity to grow. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more insights on navigating the world of dating with confidence. And if you've got questions or want to share your story, drop a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going. Remember, dating is a journey, not a destination. Take it one step at a time, and trust that you're on the right path.